Let me go over a little what I like to call memory hold truth. For all you young folks out there that don't know, if you research this prior to, I think it was 2008 when they came up with the plunge protection team, I think is what they called it, where they would put these market stops in. If there was bad news about a company or their stock, that stock would tank, it would drop. That's just the way it went, and that's common sense, logical type of information. So, as far as the stock market goes, back at the end of last year, somewhere around in here, I purchased a long position of 42 shares in Pfizer. And when I found out that there was going to be a ruling by a federal judge, because the FDA, if you don't know, made a motion for a judge to allow them to withhold information on a product that I won't name for this company, and they would rule. And I figured they would just allow them to keep it quiet for the next 50 years or whatever. But given that we live in the bizarro world matrix of the satanic occultist, where good is now bad and bad is good, up is down and down is up, everything's upside down and backwards and doesn't make any logical sense at all. So we had bad news, and ever since that ruling, this has done nothing but go in the positive direction. I think somewhere in here in the distant past, not too distant past, the judge made his ruling. As you can see, it's gone up. Uh, Remains to be seen how far it will go up, but I think I'm going to divest. As you can see here, I'm in a long position on Pfizer myself, so I anticipated that this would happen, even though there was bad news. But I've got that as my sell point. Knowing how evil our world is, it'll probably go to 66.6 before it tanks again. But I just not got enough stock to make it worthwhile to make that risk. So I'm going to divest in all this and put my money in silver to stave off this inflation that's going to skyrocket our grocery prices in the not too distant future. The market has not done anything according to how you would think logically it should go. And here's a perfect example. I thought about buying Tesla back in June of 2020, which would have been a very smart thing to do if you consider how high it's gone ever since. Because out of all of them, I looked at Google and some of these other things like Amazon, and the price was low enough to where I could have probably made some money without having too much involved in it. And the only thing that made me stop was if you look at what they do, look at their business. They only make 500,000 cars per year. And if you'll watch the documentary, Who Killed the Electric Car? General Motors had the market cornered on battery technology. And then I guess apparently, according to that documentary, they sold their battery technology to ExxonMobil and they've shelved it. So when the big three started announcing they were going to get in the electric car game, and you see how many more vehicles they can produce per year, that should kill Tesla, given that Mercedes Benz and BMW, all these other makers are doing the same thing. But it hasn't. And if you'll know, the guy from was it Berkshire Hathaway? I can't think of his name. The old dude. He came out and said that he recommends people buy Tesla, which is fundamentally absurd, really. But their stock is holding. It's not dropped like it should. It's actually going up. I mean, I really don't think they're going to crash the market until Trumpster the dumpster gets back into office. That's what I believe in my heart of hearts. But I was just thinking of different things to get involved in to stave off this inflation that we're going to have a record in it. Anyway, I hope this helps.